Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the flying quick. Dirty in the ladder hit. You niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some don't go round 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay 'em down when I fire shit. Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the flying quick. Dirty in the ladder hit. You niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some don't go round 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay 'em down when I fire shit. Real niggas on the rip. Pussy get the gossiping. Till I lay him down, take his crown and his watch and shit. M1 stock kit, 100 like a mosh pit. Watch me move the crowd with my finger, get the pound and shit. Picture on the mound, third base, won't be sliding shit. Papa, where you hiding at? Basement of the laundromat. Hanging from the ceiling in the city where you find me at. Real street nigga, definition of a Tommy act. Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the flying quick. Dirty in the ladder hit. You niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some don't go round 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay 'em down when I fire shit. Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the frying quick. Dirty in the ladder hit. You niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some don't go round 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay 'em down when I fire shit. Work from across the map, trap, yeah, I sold 'em crack. Oil in the water, ask your daughter when I blow her back. Dirty with a switchy, yeah, nigga, you getting all of that. Lay 'em like a doormat. Pussy, what's the format? Black Louis Chuckers, leave your brother by the door. Scrap 2 bricks, cane rap, nigga, where that chain at? Pipe Rex, baking soda when I bought the cane back. Pull up at the light, I'm doing dirty like H-Mac. Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the flying quick. Dirty in the ladder hit. You niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some don't go round 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay 'em down when I fire shit. Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the frying quick. Dirty in the ladder hit. You niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some don't go round 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay 'em down when I fire shit.
Link in the chat. Link in the chat. Link in the chat. Link in the chat. You already know game over. It's time to cook. It's time to cook. You already know. Go to my other channel. Go to my other channel, Louis13. Trap Lord out right now. You feel me? Trap Lord out right now, broski. Trap Lord out right now. Trap Lord out right now. Let's talk it. We talking it. You hear me? Boxing, you already know. You see the title, you see the thumbnail. We talking it. Zuffa. TKO. TKO. Boxing news. We talking resumes. We talking heavy today. You hear me? We talking heavy today. Yes, we is. So we gonna cook today. You already know. Brought to you by yours truly, 1-3. Shout out to my co-host NY Santos. Be here shortly. You know, once in the blue, my guy Low Nose Boxing to come in here and give you the low nose facts, the low facts. You feel me? Shout out to my guy D1. Shout out to Zay. Shout out to Top of 215, the son of 215. Shout out Fast Life, Fast Life Entertainment. You know, listen, we come here to cook. There's all facts, no opinions here. We come here to cook. You dig me? Everything else is irrelevant to us. You feel me? And besides that, you know, we here to cook. Shake and bake, shake and bake. No, I always wait to the 8-minute mark really to cook. But like I said, you know, I'm gonna hit you with 5 segments. You know, we're gonna do, you know, TKO, which is Zuffa / TKO versus boxing in general. How they trying to change and monopolize certain situations. And you know, we're gonna talk Tank New Frame. We're talking Tank New Frame. We're gonna talk Devin resume, Brian Norman resume, you know, and who wins between Zuffa slash TKO and boxing in general. You know, what I mean by monopolizing, we're gonna break it down. So soon the 8 minute mark get here, we're gonna break it down. Matter of fact, we can just get started now. Shout out to Dana White, Turkey. Um, they doing their best to use Trump to attack this Muhammad Ali law. But let's get it done. We're gonna get it. We're gonna talk it. We're gonna cook. What I realize is when you're trying to change something and you don't want the world know what these fighters are making, like the Muhammad Ali Act was placed so these fighters won't be able to get robbed. They'll be able to know what the promoter is making. Like for instance, I like how Danny Garcia broke it down. But like for instance, let's say a fighter is getting $1 million a fight. Well, all of a sudden, your promoter get the $1 million, but he give you 500,000 in pockets the other 500,000. That's how Danny broke it off and explained the situation. This is how I'm explaining it like that. So they pay the promoter $1 million. The promoter give you, except for giving you the $1 million, give you 500,000. Now out of that 500,000, your manager gets 20%. Then you got a training camp. You feel me? Cost. Everything varies. Everything costs, not including the tax. Make it make sense. So by you attacking this law, these fighters are not going to make what they're going to make. So now you can give them $700 a fight, $1,000 a fight. So I want y'all to look it up. A fighter yearly salary is $50,000. So they forcing real fighters to make $50,000. They forcing fighters to work by the hour. So you're boxing by the hour. It's diabolical to me. If you look at it, trying to turn it to a league, man, when boxing is already popular. And when you're starting to look behind of all of the situations, because I just learned something new. When you look at certain fighters and they from certain countries, it's the government that's behind them. Like the Camboses, like anybody from Australia, anybody from anywhere. The government is behind them. It's like some communist stuff. If I'm not mistaken, right? Because what the government got to do with boxing when it's a promoter, the government, not the promoter. You feel me? The government ain't promoting the fight. So sometimes it makes you wonder. But besides that, we're gonna cook, baby. Zuffa slash TKO versus boxing. Boxers are getting paid now. They're getting paid what they worth as the Muhammad Ali Act came to fruition. So if you change a little or anything just to please your needs, like for instance, we hear a lot of bad things about Dana White, about the MMA, UFC. I'm gonna be mindful. I don't watch it, so I can't really critique anything about it. You feel me? I watch people. I'm gonna keep it real with my eyes. What I see, I watch people talk bad about him. Excuse me. When I watch interviews and stuff, right? When I'm watching it, I'm like, what the fuck they talking about? Because I don't see nobody complaining with huh? Conor McGregor, right? Everybody else, they millionaires, right? They got gems, right? They got a couple M's, right? So and they still eating to this day, right? So me personally, I had never heard and never seen nothing. Like I seen stuff bad, but I never heard. Only when I came across certain videos. But if these fighters were complaining so much, then why still go fight for a person? You feel me? But I understand it with because we seen it in boxing with Top Rank and all that. No, I'm just keeping it tall. I'm just keeping it real. I ain't sugarcoating shit. No, but changing any rules to the Muhammad Ali Act or adding on is you're trying to monopolize something for your pockets. Boxing is for the fighter. It's a one man sport. You worrying about you making money. Which nigga you're gonna make money? Because I hate when promoters be like outlaws. No, it's your backing, bro. The backing means everything, bro. Why you think Al Heyman PBC be slaughtering shit? Because they know what the gate gonna do and they know what the night gonna do. It's all about the night, bro. All that shit gonna do numbers, but it's all about how you promote it. And it's no shade, no blame, but when you watch, like, I'm gonna be real, Canelo Crawford, that shit was bad promotion. People went in Vegas was like, yo, this shit don't even seem like no big fight. You know when a big fight coming to Vegas, like you know when Floyd was fighting because that shit was popping from when it was announced to fight night. So if it was announced 4 months ago to fight night, that shit popping. You know the event is happening, but they don't know how to promote right. But what they know how to do is create Project Mockingbird. That's why I tell people pay attention. The government is behind majority of these entities that I'm learning. So I'm like, wow. Then shout out to Khan, for coming into the fold of boxing. But you're gonna have people and certain casuals and certain people that's not a casual because I don't really like putting that casual word out. Like, bro, you work for WWE. Like, what did you come into the fold of boxing? Like, what are y'all trying to create? Like, y'all don't want none of the body sanctions. So by you are not allowed in none of the body sanctions, it's like, bro, this shit is gonna be like Contender. How Oscar De La Hoya and them had Contender, that shit gonna be like Golden Boy Contender. It's keeping it tall, man. When you let two people tell it, that niggas ain't gonna cook right. You did, but you know, because I was reading a couple articles about it, how the pay gonna go, how they're gonna build their own fighters to 10, 12 round fighters, and if they get the opportunity to go, I guess it's like the G League, bro. Like this shit. Oh my god, bro. It's about it's leave boxing alone. That's all I can say. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Trust me. And the reason I'm saying that because you're supposed to be paying all of this money now, right? If Turkey's supposed to be paying all of this money now, right? Why would you try to attack the Muhammad Ali Act, the low ball fighters later? So you're willing them in, then you're gonna low ball them. It's like you opening the block. You give out good samples. When everybody come, you feed them the bullshit. That's what's happening, man. Oh my god, that's bad. That's bad, bro. But me personally, people fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Fuck it. And then that's all I can say. Fuck it. But at the end of the day, people believe what they want to believe. That's why it's called Project Mockingbird. And you can tell majority of these people getting paid to being sponsored by these people. But let's get into it. Tank new frame, y'all. Tank bulking up. Tank looks super strong. Tank looks super duper strong right now. I'm being honest. Tank looks super strong right now. His conditioning is crazy. His footwork, yo, his foot placement. I'm gonna post the clip. I'm gonna post the short later with the strength and conditioning person he's working with. Beautiful, man. His footwork looking impeccable, man. Looking light on his feet. Tone solid, man. He probably put Jake Paul to sleep. Probably put Jake Paul to sleep. I'm just keeping it tall. You're gonna put Jake Paul. Watch, Jake gonna go to sleep. Yes, Jake is. Jake going to sleep. Jake Paul going straight to sleep. I'm trying to hold off on the resumes. I'm trying to hold off on the resumes till my co-hosts get here. So when we talking, we cooking, we gonna look up the resumes. You feel me? But besides that, next month, Tank Davis, could he knock Jake Paul out? Yes, he could. Like I told you, I seen footage putting like 3 big guys down, like heavyweights down. Um, even hitting one with a body shot, making him take a knee. You know, um, he just different, man. That boy got power, man. It's just something different. No, we watched him take when he fought his friend. We watched him, take it easy on his friend, which was Lamont Roach. Like I always tell people, detail matters. Stop believing in what other people say. Just pay attention to detail, because you're gonna know what type of fight you're gonna get. You're gonna get a friendly exchange, or if you're gonna get a diva. And what I mean by that is a person that'll get the opportunity, and if they survive, they're going on a tour. And what I mean by a tour is like with Edgar Berlanga for Canelo. We seen him with Lamont for a Tank. Then he tried to pull the Devin Haney. You feel me? And sue, which is, bro, the reason this lawsuit and everything ain't go through because you are allowed to take a knee. But that's what they're not talking about. That's what he won't mention. That's the key thing Lamont won't mention is, the reason they told me no, because this is the rule. You are allowed to take a knee in boxing. And this is how a fighter can do it. They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that, so they're gonna beat around the bush and teach you and infiltrate your mind with some negative shit, with some false shit, and that false narrative become the truth to your eyes. And then when you see the truth, you fleeing away the truth like a fly, like it's a nag or something, like it's a nag, like nah, nigga, I ain't trying to hear that shit. But it's the truth. But the truth gonna always reveals itself. Everything in the dark come to the light. But if you love a sport so much, you should know. It's like whatever sport you love in life, you know from the back of your hand. And I don't know the sport you like in life. So let's say you like soccer. I don't know too much about soccer. So I can't tell you much about soccer, but if I'm doing a fucking podcast about soccer and I'm saying all of the wrong shit, never played the game, I'm just talking about the players and the stats, all this and that, but never played the game, not once as a kid. But I'm critiquing people that play the game, people that's in the game. It's crazy, right? But boxing, football, basketball, I play that shit since a kid to now. I know. Run in there, study books of this shit. Boxing, you gotta study the rule book, man. It's the shit they don't teach you and tell you, man. Then we have real trainers. We have real trainers. You're not touching that pad. You're not fighting nobody. So your footwork is right. That's a fact. These people gonna tell you something different, man. Mm, mm, mm. It's like what I'm gonna get to, right? It's you got a trainer, right? When you're fighting your opponent, what do you watch? Key thing you're supposed to watch? Collarbone. Really collarbone, you feel me? But if my beard can block my collarbone a little bit, it traps. Sometimes, nigga, my guy here. What up, what up, what up?
Yo, what's good, my boy? What's good?
Talking, man.
Just finished rolling this joint, cook on these niggas, man.
Yeah,
So what you fucking with?
eating something right now. I was breaking people down when you in the ring, and you in a fight in general, but when you in the ring, what you supposed to pay attention to? Because a lot of people think the fighters in the ring, they're looking at the other fighter eyes. They're looking in his eyes. They ain't looking at none of that. The fighter in the ring, and your trainer's supposed to teach you this because a lot of these kids don't know what you're supposed to be focused on when you're in the fight, when you're fighting another opponent. You got your hands up, you in your stance. What are you looking at?
One
Now,
more time, one more time.
I'm gonna ask you that question. When you in a stance and you fighting the next opponent, what is you looking at?
Like the part of his body is you asking
What
me?
is you looking at? What is you looking at? Because a true trainer, a true pro, going to tell you what to look. But what is you looking at?
I mean, hips don't lie in nothing, bro. You can't go nowhere without your hips and nothing.
You can't see the hips.
What you
Uh,
said?
you can't see the hips.
You see the feet.
The feet, it ain't even the feet.
So what
So
you
when you
supposed to look
fighting,
at?
you
Put me
looking
on.
down
Put
at
me
the
on.
feet. When you're in the ring, that's why I said back then is different from trainers now. Because you can go to a gym right now, less than a week, they're gonna have you punching the bag, they're gonna have you sparring, etc.
What you
When
said is supposed to be 6 months footwork, right?
yeah. So in the ring, and when you're doing through this 6 months footwork, what I'm about to tell people, this is what you're gonna learn. Your collarbone, your
Why?
collar.
Why your
That's what
collarbone?
that because when you watch all you gotta do when you in the mirror, when you watch fighters when they shadow boxing and they in the mirror, they not looking at themselves, they're looking at their collarbone. And if a person got a beard, you see the collarbone a little bit, but the traps, because you're gonna see what kind of punch is coming. But that's why when you shadow boxing, you practice that. When you in the mirror
I ain't
shadow
know
box,
that. I ain't know that at all. So you telling me by the way my shits is right here, you could tell what I'm about to throw? Nah, that's crazy work. That's crazy. I ain't never even think about that.
yeah. And this
I
all of the
definitely wouldn't
stuff
have
you
got that
learn.
shit right.
That's all of the stuff you learn from taking a knee. This all of the stuff you learn. Even if you get knocked down, take the 8 count. You feel me? Don't get back up.
So
Take
for
the
the
8 count.
people, so for the people out there watching, how much of boxing would you say is educational? Like how much do you gotta know up here as opposed to how much you gotta be ready out here?
Just like I tell my son, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna say 95%. Cause boxing, the fighting is just 5%. Everything is 95. It's your mental, man. But it's
So
your
you saying
education.
whenever it come down to it, all these fighters is physically gifted at the end of the day, and they can all throw them shits. But at the end of the day, what separate them is they mental.
They mental, cause that's your IQ. That's your IQ.
Now let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, Brody. What builds IQ though? Experience?
Every fighter got experience. That's why I dislike when people be like, "Oh, he don't have no how, bro? He an
I hear that a
amateur,
lot.
right?"
That's why I'm saying I hear that a lot. Oh, he's
Feel me?
not
That's
ready.
what I'm saying.
I actually just seen Porterway podcast I was watching earlier last night. They was saying they still don't think Boots got enough experience for Bud. So what
For
is
who Bud
experience?
for?
Because yeah, and that's what I'm getting to. What is experience? Because at some point ain't nobody fight nobody. You
But
know what I'm
and
saying?
that's why I always say is why y'all say experience if the man got over 30 something fights and he's your mandatory. So that mean he beat all of the top ranked, all of the niggas that was ranked to fight you. That mean he beat the nigga that was the number one, the number two, and the nigga that was your mandatory. So he had to whoop their ass to get there. Sergey Limpinus was an IBF champion, so he beat a champion. You feel me? So like
I'm listening. I'm
that.
listening.
That's why I be calling that shit nah slobbing. Because when you listening to all of the people that critique that narrative and protect Bud in that atmosphere, it's Sean Porter knew Bud since he was 12 years old. They best friends. Everybody else that critique that narrative, they all was under top rank when top rank was being broadcasted by HBO and ESPN. So when you watching all of these people, it's those people. And when you watching the people that you never seen on there like a Showbiz, a Boxing Eagle, or a Southpaw T, all of these other niggas, they hate PBC because PBC never let none of them niggas in their venue. That's why I tell people sometimes it's good to go back and
I
use the
ain't even know
time.
Showbiz had beef with PBC. I thought he fucked with the
The
PBC.
only nigga PBC was fucking with was Ellie Setback. ES News was the only nigga. That's why everybody don't know Bam Rodriguez got a loss. And they did some weird shit to it, bro. He was signed to Mayweather, him and Tank. They was on the same undercard. Bam Rodriguez opened it up. He lost. Tank got his victory. Then the following fight, he ended up fighting Pedraza. But when the Tank first fight under PBC, it was that, bro. That shit was crazy, man.
That can't be on Box Rec though.
They clinked it off, just like how ESPN clinked Loma shit off.
Wait,
Remember when Loma and Top Rank first got their first ESPN fight that whole year? Loma never had a loss. When he did, Salito whooped his ass. His first fight in America. But
yeah,
when they
but that's
got that,
still on the record.
no, that's what you not hearing me. When they got the first ESPN deal that whole year, when they first fight under ESPN, Lomachenko was on there as an undefeated fighter.
Mm. And he
Yeah,
already had the laws.
he already had the laws. Niggas like, yo, how y'all go from HBO to ESPN and his laws erased? Yeah. And then they fixed it.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
They fixed it. If I'm not mistaken, was going into 2019. They fixed it.
That's like me moving to Philly and all my charges get dropped forever. Like I never got in trouble for nothing.
That should be fire. That
Word.
should be fire. You feel me? But yeah, But I was telling them about how, like Zuffa, like I was reading upon it, seeing the guy Khan, the WWE guy. Like what I just learned is majority of it's like communism, bro. It's like, all right, when you deal with Saudi, you deal with Brit, you deal with something like Eddie Hearn and them. Not let me take that back. Not Eddie Queen.
We got to be careful with the names we throw out
No,
there.
no. I'm taking. No, I'm not worried about the motherfucker. This is facts. This is facts. They ain't no. This is facts.
They're gonna
People can
shadow
go.
ban a nigga.
No. I'm already shadow banned, so I ain't. You feel me? I've been shadow banned going on 2 years. They fucked my shit up. But make a long story short, when you deal with Opataya, you deal with the Australian government. When you deal with Zuffa, TKO, which is Riyadh season right now, right? When you deal with Riyadh season, you're dealing with a government. And it's like Zuffa TKO is all government funded. So when you read it, you're going to understand like Laura Janovic is BBC dealing with the government. Janovic is all provided by the government. And it's blowing my mind because it's like, damn, y'all promotional companies now? This is fact. Like I said, I just come across this shit reading it earlier. And anything they trying to change inside the Muhammad Ali Act is going to be bad for the fighters because this act protects the fighters, protects what they make, like how Danny Garcia broke it down. If me and you was to give a fighter $1 million and we give it to his promotional company without the Muhammad Ali Act, because they do it now, they'd take that $1 million, pocket 500,000, and give the fighter the other 500,000. Now that out of that five
And
hundred thousand,
and a lot of and on that 500 taxes, on that 500,000, you got to pay your taxes, your sanctioning fees, all that shit.
I'm not done yet. You got to give your manager 20% out of that 500,000. You got to pay for your training camp, your sparring partners, day room and board. You got to pay for all of that. Like you said with the taxes, not knowing your promotional company just pocket 500,000.
And that's what a
This
lot of
is your
people don't
money.
get too, bro. A lot of people don't get that them niggas is really hustlers the way they trying to do it. Like they trying to word play their way around it and hustle their way around it. They never gonna say that they removing the Ali Act. But you see what Dana White said. Oh no, we love the act. We don't want to do nothing with it. The only thing we want to do to it is to add to it so they could fuck niggas up. That's how you
Like
get niggas by adding to it.
we don't want to hear none of that, man. Let these fighters get paid because now that you're trying to fuck with the Ali Act, really makes me believe that Turkey not paying that money.
And you want to know what it is too, bro? And this goes to everything everybody was saying about Turkey making all these fights happen that we wanted to see, but who really wanted to see these fights, bro? Hear me out, bro. You can't put no boxing under no one umbrella just cause
Thank
you gonna make niggas wanna fight niggas they don't wanna fight. Niggas hunger ain't gonna be there and shit like that. Like, bro, like we need to know who ducking. You know what I'm saying?
you.
We
Yeah,
need to know who ducking. Real shit. That's the way I see it, bro. Like y'all
because
over
at
here
the
trying to get everybody in one at a time.
like they shit it's like Contender. It's like when Golden Boy created the show Contender. Y'all building fighters, but you're not paying them the money. So what you're trying to do is you can Google it. A fighter make $50,000 a year. You trying to turn fighters into getting paid by the hour fighters because they're not going to make that motherfucking money that they're making now. It's a difference. You feel me? Especially when you get signed to a big promotional company. But what a lot of people don't know is, let's say you were amateur and a certain promotional company like you. I'm gonna use Golden Boy for an example. Golden Boy, if they like you, they assign you, bro. They assign you, put you in a hotel, and give you $300,000. Just assign you, just so you can chill till you get your first fight. And your first fight might won't come into a year or two. The next thing you know, you sign a big contract. Now you fighting. Now you getting paid for your fights and all of that. But they just gave you a 250,000, 300,000 to $500,000 just to sign you on. Them niggas ain't the other niggas right now. They ain't a
I was
trick. They
about to
not
say
doing
I
that.
never heard Turkey doing nothing like that.
They not doing none of that because they don't know the
Zuffa,
game.
Dana White. But look, bro, that's the thing with Dana White, bro. We know that nigga a thief.
Yeah,
We know that nigga a thief. He don't got a problem with niggas going out there and getting brain damage and them niggas don't got the money to cover their bills.
uh, they
See
know
what
what
I'm saying?
another crazy thing is. They don't want to let fighters learn about the back end. Because fighters think, oh, y'all got to pay me up front. No, fighters, pay attention. It's called the night of the fight. When you walk in that building and you look and that shit filled to capacity, I don't give a fuck even if it's 10,000 people. Nigga, you just made a couple $1 million that night, nigga. You walk in that
Word?
joint, you like, damn. Food, liquor, merch, tickets still selling. Shit pop. That's what's called the back end. Shabakin, Bud biggest check. Turkey paid Bud up front. Bud biggest check that he synced in his life was with PBC.
Wasn't
When
it
he
David? I thought it was David Avenesian hit his biggest shit.
fuck
What,
no, he did 30 million with Spence. Y'all talking
30?
about? Yeah. David Avianesia, they paid 10 million up front. Nobody don't want up front. Bud Crawford to tell you the shit himself. He said, I never knew about back end money to out. I got paid. It was really 40 million, but they docket the 30 because they gave him 10 up front and 30 in the back end. They don't want to teach you about the back end money. That's why when people try to shit, I laugh. I'm like, yo, if Boots did 10,000 at the gate,
Hit him with the facts too. Hit him with
and
the facts right quick.
it's facts, do 10,000 at the gate, and then you do after the gate, which is tickets still selling to fight night. You feel me? And then when fight night comes, the shit be sold to capacity. This is all of the time. But they're going to always trying to keep on record a certain venue, but people need to learn what the capacity of that venue is.
Here go the facts right here, y'all. Here go the facts right here. And this what Google said. Like you just heard my man say they paid him up front too. Yeah, I mean. So now
And the
you
back,
know Al Heyman ain't shorting nobody. Now niggas know.
you get 10 million up front, then the back end he make 30 million, bro.
Now niggas
And
know we
that's
gonna
what
hit them
these
with the
fighters,
facts.
that's what these fighters need to learn. Don't always take up front money because it's not good. Because these niggas is pocketing on the back end. They
So,
pocketing big.
so we might give you 10 mil up front, but we keeping 25 on the back.
Yep. And that's crazy, man. That's crazy, and that's what the Muhammad Ali Act protects too, man. It protects, and
Okay, bro. So what fighters is gonna be crazy enough to even want to fight with these niggas, bro? To even want to be under that promotional company? Like what do you think it takes for people to say, okay, Zuffa, that's what I want to do?
I'm gonna
Because you
be
gotta
real.
admit, boxing is in a place where it shouldn't be. Like it's just now starting to ramp up, bro. You know what I'm saying? But as I'm coming up as a kid, bro, I'm not hearing no shit about boxing. I'm not hearing no shit about fucking none of that shit, bro. I only
But
knew
that's the
Floyd
problem.
Mayweather, Manny
You a
Pacquiao.
kid. That's what I'm saying. Boxing was always popping before you ever knew about boxing. That shit was always popping.
No, of course. But what I'm saying, that shit wasn't mainstream, gang. Like niggas only
No,
know
no, no.
Mike
That's what I'm
Tyson,
saying.
Floyd. Like
No, no. That's
I'm
why
over
you
here.
gotta take that back. It was my box. That's what I'm saying because you ain't know about it. Boxing was always mainstream. Because you don't know about it, that means it's not mainstream. Boxing was
I
always mainstream. You can go through any generation. You can go through Roy. You can
this
go
what I'm
through
saying
Floyd,
though.
Pascal, anybody. That shit was it was always a 10 million, $20 million fighter.
All I'm
You
saying
feel
is
me?
this. Hear me out. Nah, I'm not even declining that. This all I'm saying. Okay, bro. You, you go back 30, 40, 25 years ago, the sports world, that's all in boxing, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like all you hear is, oh, this nigga over here, oh, Frazier, oh, you got Hearns, you got Hagler, you got Sugar Ray, you got all these cats, right? Back then. I'm saying, as I'm coming up, bro, we not hearing about boxing how we was back then is all I'm saying. And also to add on to that, what I'm saying by that is, nigga, I'm hearing about how LeBron the fucking GOAT. Nigga, I don't play basketball, but I'm over here hearing how LeBron the GOAT. Nigga, I don't watch football whenever I'm a kid, but I'm hearing how Tom Brady slinging that fucker. Ain't nobody fucking with him. I ain't watching no fucking
You gotta
hockey,
pay
but
attention to
listen,
what you
listen,
watching.
listen.
Like, go
But
ahead,
look, I ain't watching no hockey, but I know Wayne Gretzky, that nigga. You
go
see what
ahead.
I'm saying? And it's like
Yeah,
that's the
no,
shit. That's the
that's why
shit
I'm
they put
answering
down.
you now. This is why I'm answering you, right? Because boxing was never mentioned on ESPN and none of that shit because boxing never had a contract with them. Only till they got their contract, they mention them. But they only mention Floyd. That's why I call them commentator fighters. You only know commentator fighters. You don't know, people don't know boxing. You feel me? Before all of this corny shit ever happened, before when PBC got their deal, then Top Rank ended up going over there to ESPN and say, "Don't broadcast these fighters. This is all we." You gotta learn the business because people don't know the business. And then how you saying that's your fact because that's a fact. A lot of kids at your age don't really know about much because once 2015 came and
Myself
PBC
included, though. Myself included. Not even people my age. Myself included.
yourself must like once PBC got that contract, it was like HBO about to close down. Where we're gonna go? All right, this is what we're gonna do since we already got a friendship and a relationship with people over there because they worked over here. We're going over there. Then when we go over there is fuck every other network because we used to talk about it, but now since we're coming over here, you can't talk about nobody else but us. And then it's the same people from HBO now over here at Top Rank, so you can't talk about PBC no more. You can't talk about Golden Boy no more. You can't talk about Matchroom no more when Eddie Hearn dad was controlling it. You can't talk about Frank Warren. You can't talk about no fucking body. And that's what's going on in boxing right now.
And no diss to Eddie Hearn, but I'm gonna just throw out there his pops built that shit. His pops
Fact.
built that shit. You feel me? I ain't, no disrespect.
We all know that, no disrespect. But the zone gave him the bill. The zone ain't give the dad. The zone gave Eddie Hearn the $1 billion. And
And
that's what
came
Eddie
over here with it. He came over here with it.
and who they blackballed him.
Shout
Remember?
out Eddie. Shout out Eddie.
He couldn't fight. Canelo couldn't get the fights he wanted when he signed with him. Demetrius Andre couldn't get nothing. So when we looking at Boo Boo, we like, bro, you ain't fighting nobody. But at the end of the day, he is fighting top elite fighters that's ranked over there. You feel me? But their name not big over here. Why? Because ESPN not talking about him. Why they not talking about him? Because of Top Rank. They only going to promote top ranked fighters and talk about top ranked fighters. You're not going to talk about nobody else. Like for instance, when Floyd still was fighting and they had that contract with them, Floyd went on there, but they still talk bad about Floyd. They still talk shit to Floyd face. You can go on interviews when Floyd went to ESPN on a face joint like this, and they still disrespected him. Why? Because of Bob Arum. Remember, Floyd is the blueprint of when you read top rank, you sue top rank. Floyd is the blueprint. Who did it after Floyd? Mikey Garcia. Who did it after Mikey Garcia? The nigga that hid behind top rank, which was Bud Crawford. I gotta keep it tall. You hide behind it?
Nigga sued them and went back, didn't he?
Yeah. So how you Tio did the same thing. Tio suing them now and still with them.
And they gotta be some type of them contracts gotta be crazy because for this many people to come out and talk mad shit about the people who put them on,
See? So, and another thing you look at is Zuffa and TKO is going to be on Paramount where top rank is going. So, Brian Norman Jr., you re-signed with top rank, but y'all got no network. So, you're hiding behind top rank. You're hiding behind them. And that's what I was going to get to Devin Haney resume, Brian Norman resume. I'm going to always say Dev got the better resume. But yes,
of
the fighters
course.
he fought was always, the fights he fought, the fighters he fought was smaller than him. And when he fought somebody his size, he got his ass whipped. You know, we
He got
seen Brian.
experience though.
Yeah, it's a lot of experience. It doesn't matter the size of the fighter or none of that. He
He
wasn't
I
there.
think I think and I know you just said you don't like hearing that experience shit, but I do believe Devin Haney has a lot more experience than Brian Norman Jr.
Yeah, fighting way better fighters that's on his level. Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, I always said that. I always said that. And I
Not
always
only
said
that,
that.
seeing different things like okay, let's say if Norman got a little bit of footwork, he don't got no Loma footwork. You see what I'm saying?
A lot of them don't. True. But
It's different.
with
The only thing. Look, I can say this. I could say the only thing that really got me, bro, because I'm a betting nigga. I really want to throw it all on Norman and say he gonna knock his ass out. But Devin is good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in decisions, he gets those decisions, bro, because he got the machine behind him. You see what I'm saying?
that's the thing. You gotta see certain decisions. You already know the outcome just before the fight happens. You feel
But
me?
look, this is the thing.
Go ahead.
This the
Go ahead.
thing that got me. This the thing that got me thinking Norman might could beat him, cause Norman could jab with him.
See, that's the point I'm getting at. That's what I was about to get to is people go off Norman last three performances when they was ass. When he fought B- fighters, they put him on his ass. You fought Quentin Randall. You couldn't handle him. He took you 12. Bro, You fought. This one you coming from Mexico. All of his fights was in Mexico. So you fighting niggas out of the speakeasies, dog. You fighting niggas coming out of the after hour, dog. You fighting these type of niggas to build your resume. Then when you come on, you get exposed. Quentin Randall exposed you, took you the whole 10. Then you fought Pacheco. You fought Figueroa, aka Pacheco. That's his name. JC Lynch, some shit like that. He was
Boca
beating
Chica,
the
Boca
dog.
Chica.
Yeah, Boca Chica. He was beating Bochica Figueroa. He was beating the dog shit out of Brian Norman, bro. Mopping the floor with this nigga. And they label that nigga a C- fighter. So the level of competition that Devin Haney fought to the level of competition, like, who the fuck is Jen Psaki? We don't know him. Derek Quavez used to hustle for me, nigga. The nigga was my caseworker, nigga. He's a nobody. Giovanni Santillan is a fucking nobody. He had a
That was
bunch
a
of
good
fights in
win,
Mexico.
though. Don't do that. That was a good win in my eyes. Don't do that.
Nah, that's
He
not a
ain't.
good one. That's what I'm saying. How is a good win if you fought nobodies? Who he fought? Who Giovanni fought to say, yo, that's a good ass win? Who he fought?
He fought Rocha. He fought Rocha.
No, bro. Who the fuck is Alexis Rowe? Let's keep it real. We naming champions good fighters.
Bro, they
You
was
can't. That's why I tell.
bro.
Listen, bro. Y'all naming commentary fighters. You naming a commentary nigga went online and forced everybody to believe in Alexis Roca. But when you watch him, you know he not that, bro. He never was. Never will and never will be. They force niggas upon you. Like, for instance, Timothy Bradley had a good career, but was he really good? Was he better than Vernon Forrest? Fuck no. Was he better than Sugar Shane? Fuck no. But they forced you to believe. It's like you hearing a corny ass song. You don't like that song, but a month later you heard it so much you end up liking that shit, bro. That's when they pull the wool over your eyes. They force you to believe in certain niggas. They forcing Shakur on us, right? His performances should speak for themselves. Don't force him and say he the best, and then when he get in there, we don't see that shit. But you always talk about the gym. There's a difference from a gym rat, and there's a difference from the bright lights. A gym rat is a nigga like Lubin. You'll see him do all of this good shit. But when he go under the bright lights, he fumbles the ball. You feel me? That's what you have. And sometimes you'll come out with a phenom like you never seen before. I'm talking Roy Jones type shit. People got to remember, Floyd Mayweather was never a phenom. Y'all don't know that because a lot of y'all wasn't born in the 90s and watched it. The competition, they was ass.
He was great though.
But you're a great fighting corny people. Top ranked matchmaking. I'm keeping it real, bro. You want to know the truth? I'm going to keep it the fuck real. A man, Freddie, all of them niggas was ass. When Hernandez dropped Floyd, they didn't count. They never counted that shit. Right now, they do AI, then they counted it. But that night of the fight, the fucking referee looked over at motherfucking Mills looked over at motherfucking Bob Arum, and Bob Arum shook his head. And that shit was an no knockdown when Floyd glove touched the ring, the canvas. Right now, you'll see the AI version of them doing the counting. And the referee is the wrong referee, bro. Like, I was alive. I seen this shit. You feel me? I was watching this shit.
Or and
I
you
was
can even go
there.
on
So
Box Rec and
Bernard
see
was
who
running around
refereed it.
the city. And I'm betting Bernard, yo, you better fuck Trinidad up, nigga, because you from Philly. You better fuck Trinidad up. You know what I mean? He got the victory. I'm the only nigga that betted on Oscar De La Hoya when he fought Trinidad, because Oscar De La Hoya at the time, he was the $20 million fighter. You feel me? He was the prize fighter. He was the bag. And Floyd hated on him. That's what they don't tell you. Floyd hated on Oscar, bro. Floyd hated on Oscar, Sugar Shane. Even Zab Judah was taking all way before Floyd. This is facts, bro. I'm giving people facts. If y'all wasn't alive, I'm gonna give you facts and true detail of the shit that was popping. But at the end of the day, when Al Heyman grabbed
I'm gonna
Floyd,
do my research on it for sure.
when Al Heyman grabbed Floyd in 2007 and they went the Golden Boy route, that's when Oscar De La Hoya built Floyd into a pay-per-view star. Floyd never was a pay-per-view star under Top Rank. Never was. Only when he got with Golden Boy. And then that's for who taught him the shoulder roll? James Tony. And he still don't know the fucking shoulder roll. And James Tony will tell you the truth. Hey, come on, man. I know everything I'm talking about. I do this shit. You feel me? I do this shit, nigga. I
So
do
how
this shit.
so how many fights will you say Floyd had before he got the shoulder roll?
I could say really when he went over there with motherfucking when he started dealing with Al Heyman and them. When he went Golden Boy route. You started to see it after the Diego Corrales fight. Because after the Diego Corrales fight, that was the last fight you see, if I'm not mistaken, Floyd fought in Portland. After the Diego Corrales fight, all the Floyd fights been in Vegas. And Dave Moretti, Steve Weisfeld, Tim Cheatham was all there was always, and I forgot the other nigga names. Two more niggas' name, but I forgot the other nigga name.
Let me get the
Especially
facts.
Dave Moretti. They all of Floyd Money Mayweather judges. That's why he always won. So I do this, bro. I pay attention to the judging. I pay attention to all that. Just like when all of them started doing that judging shit about Canelo, I told people, I said, I want y'all to pay attention. Y'all pay attention wisely and correctly. This man never had the opportunity and chance because the promotion company he was on blackballing. So right now, what Turkey is doing is giving him this, giving him the supposedly shine that he's supposed to have. But that's why I say sometimes in 2018, you will be under a certain promotional company for so long, you end up picking up they bad habits. And when 2018 come around, how the fuck you started to sue a company, then sign back with them and hide behind them? Then you do it again. Because people don't know he had a 2-fight contract with PBC. People don't know that, but he'll tell you that. If you a journalist, you should know this. That's why I get mad with fake ass journalists, because I'm like, bro, don't create a narrative because you dislike a nigga or a nigga pay you some money and you got a big following, and it'd be like people like if you never watched me, it'd be people like you believe somebody else because you looking at it and you like, damn, he got a big following. Damn, he got 100,000 views on that joint. So I know he telling the truth. Don't make the views
Mm.
fool you. Cause those be the same niggas and they'll tell you I ain't know nothing about the niche shit. So if you don't know nothing about, if you don't know none of the rules in boxing, why the fuck you talking about it then? Like you know it. You feel me? And bro,
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with all of these top niggas. I be in they shit. You can I show them I be in they fuck with me. But I know the truth. That's why they don't want me to cook what they got, because I know niggas do shit for views. Fuck the views, man. Stop misleading the people and teach the people the truth. Show them the truth. Because at the end of the day, it's like you calling somebody a rat and a nigga not a rat. That should have damaged your whole situation. Because you ain't showing the proof. But you will have corny dickheads that'll believe you and believe the narrative and without paperwork. Without the probable motherfucking check. You know, they be the same
Facts.
niggas chilling with 6ix9ine. They be the same niggas chilling with motherfucking Troy Ave. They be the same niggas chilling with Young Thug. Know what I mean? Trying to get an autograph outside of the courtroom. Know what I mean? Like, come fuck on, man. These soft ass niggas, man, this shit crazy. But that's the game, though, bro. And that's what they force these corny ass narratives. The niggas look at these corny niggas and these people don't know shit about boxing, really. Then they want to tell you. Then what get me mad is when you got fighters that know the truth. Like, for instance, I'm going to use Andre Ward bitch ass like this, man. And I'm sorry because I know he indirect talk. You understand me? I'm 41 years old, bro. I know when a nigga indirect talk. You went on there with Mark Kriegel and everything I said out my mouth, bro, you said. And then you want to, and I know you talk about niggas like me because the nigga be like, well, you know, it's people that ain't never been in a ring and never threw a punch that want to critique shit. But nigga, everything I said about your man, you said it. Then why re-sign with them niggas? That's the answer that the world want to know. If they treating you like this, why you re-sign with them when you sue them? You feel me? Why? Oh, we get it. You was hiding behind them. Because what people don't know is Top Rank ain't had no fighters at the time. So that's why niggas looking like yo, why you re-sign with these niggas when PBC got all of the fighters? All of the best welterweights is at PBC. You're not fighting none of them, bro. And then you cherry pick, you sitting back like this. Oh, he the best, bro. And you fighting nobodies. You fighting all injured niggas. People, Jose Benavidez, PBC, what? Like, nigga, you just came off a gunshot wound, bro. You just got shot. Why the fuck we gonna want you to fight? You feel me? But Top Rank can do that. That's what Top Rank. Look at their matchmaking, bro.
So how you feel about the young cat Abdullah Mason?
Abdullah, he went out like a warrior, you know. Like I say, man. No, he got battle tested. He went out on his armor. You know, he a good fighter. He got some shit with him, you know. Um, but we got to see you battle tested, man. But these the same corny niggas that'll glaze him and say Boots not battle tested, and he fought champ. He fought two champions.
I was just about to say the same thing. I was gonna follow up with that.
This, but it be the top ranked people talking this shit, bro. And those the same niggas that saying Tank ain't fight nobody. When to keep it real, Leo Santa Cruz is bigger than everybody on Shakur resume. That's real shit. You feel me? Pitbull Cruz bigger than everybody on Shakur resume. Rolly Romero bigger than everybody on Shakur resume. We only stating facts here. Know what I mean? But you let these people tell it, they create crazy like Clarissa Shields, right? Layla Ali fucked her up with the video she just did.
I ain't even see it.
Bro, oh my god. Cause when you watch it, see I when I was watching the video, it brought me back it brought me back to the time when like, yo, she did do that, she did do that, she did do that, she did do that, she did do that. But when she go in the Breakfast Club,
Yeah.
you want her to come out her mouth and say that you will whoop her ass? No, she's saying like, listen, can't nobody beat me. You feel me? That's how she feels. But she, in that whole interview, she's saying Clarissa Shields is the one. She's telling the world this everywhere she go. Then Clarissa do a video saying that she's hating on her. I say, yo, this bitch, she really must smoke. She really must smoke K2, bro. In Florida, y'all got that Flocka, right? That shit called Flocka. She on high off that Flocka. You feel me?
Flocka, wow, man.
Like that bitch gone. Like, come on, man. Like, yo, them people over there, that's them snack fighters, crazy. But that's the game. But that's why I say with Devin Haney and Brian Norman, resume wise, it looks like Devin
And
can
how
do it
that's
with a
not.
lot. But a lot of us is looking at Brian Norman Jr. last three performances. You feel me? But people need to look at when he fought Giovanni Santillan. He only thing he did was get a knockout. Everybody act like he was whooping his ass. He wasn't. People can go back and watch Rashidi Ellis versus Roman Villa. It's the same fight, but the only problem was Roman Villa ended up getting a knockout. You feel me? With the Brian Norman situation, Brian Norman just ended up getting a knockout. That's it. That's why when he won, he got paid like 50,000, 75,000, and when he's
Nah,
supposed
they
to
was
get
going to war. Them boys was going to war. That was a war. That wasn't no war.
that's the point. Listen to what I'm saying. You're going to war with a nigga you supposed to knock out in 3, 4 rounds. They just saved your ass and gave you a no contest with Figueroa. You feel me? They just saved your ass and gave you a no contest with Figueroa. Now they put you back in there with a durable opponent that you can really beat and get the fuck out the way. And look, you got it, but mm, I'm one of the ones niggas like, bro. I know Giovanni Santana. Yo, niggas can't bro. Nah, no, no.
You just don't think he like that then.
That nigga ain't that, bro. And see, that's why I say the biasness come in there, right? Cause niggas look at Alexis Aroca, right? Well, he beat him, or he this and that. Nigga, Boots beat Sergey Limpinis, an IBF champion who beat Mikey Garcia, nigga. Which is Robert Garcia, little brother. Like, come on, y'all niggas who beat Lamont Peterson, nigga. Sergey Limpinis' resume is better than Virgil resume, Devin resume, motherfucking Brian Norman resume. And a nigga,
Fedora resume.
but a nigga that beat him, like, come on, bro. I don't be liking that shit. Like Ryan, who you for? Ryan for nobody, bro. Ryan for nobody too. You got
Mm,
Javier, Dunos, like you probably got like a good top five on your resume. Yeah, I could say a top five. You got Fortuna, Duno, Tank, Devin, and they they forcing Oscar Duarte upon us. You know, he's not earning his stripes, or like a Williams to pay to earning their stripes. They
What
forced
about
them.
Luke Campbell?
No, we go by Luke Campbell because the medalist. You feel me? For me, I don't look at shit like that because I know all of y'all Europeans, y'all won y'all medals by American fighters getting robbed. I said it. Know what I mean? Fuck that. Fuck them niggas. Them niggas ride Floyd. Y'all ride Roy. Y'all niggas ride Boots. Y'all ride Shakur. Shakur was crying like Floyd. Y'all niggas ride me, nigga.
Nah, Shakur lost. Shakur know he lost that shit.
No, nigga, Keyshawn
Yeah.
Law.
Yeah.
This what people don't understand, right?
Keyshawn lost how
He
many
jumped
times? 4 times to the
forward.
same
And
nigga?
the fourth time, that nigga was a pro. That nigga was a pro. The fourth time, that nigga was a pro. He was signed to top rank as a pro. And lost the fucking amateur Andy Ruiz in the Olympics, nigga. Stop playing with me.
So how
Do
how
your
you think
research,
that
nigga. Do your research.
how you think that pro fight go though?
Same outcome. I
It's
got your
12
number.
rounds. That don't matter.
Andy coming into his grown man strip. He down and shit up here.
That's what they saying up there.
Nigga seeing it.
He been getting hit a little too much his past couple fights. Been
It's,
wobbled a couple times.
bro, it's boxing. You're going to get hit. People need to understand, too, is you got to understand what rolling with the punches. Because you see a person rolling with the punches and you see sweat flying, doesn't mean the person got punched.
Yeah.
It's shit in the guard and you just rolling. So if I'm rolling, if you punch me and I roll with the
No, I'm
punch,
already knowing. I'm already knowing.
you want to look at it like, damn, he punched him, but the whole time you ain't touch me. I'm rolling with the punch. Even when you keep a high guard and the nigga punch your glove, you'll get cheery because when he punch your glove will hit your face. Like when Frank was fighting Tank. You seen how Tank shit was all cherry
Yeah.
red? But none of that shit was landing. Everything was hitting the guard. Just like Canelo, a lot of shit hit the guard. But when you get tangled up feet, you will see something different. But yeah, you can Google that. People can know that's a fact. That nigga, he was a pro and he was an amateur. He was already signed to top rank. The last fight was like 2019, 2020 around there.
Let me see.
That nigga was a pro. I got it on my short. I post that joint. Even when Kevin Hart was crowning, Kevin Hart and Snoop was counting that nigga.
Okay.
You can look it up. And you can go to Box Rec and see when that nigga turned pro. hmm I'm trying to fuck these out, bro.
Yo, check it out, man. Exposing these niggas, man. Damn. I ain't even want to say it was true, Keyshawn. But you got beat by an amateur, my boy. Check it out. That
True,
boy
right?
signed. That boy signed November 2021, man. You can see my shit.
Yeah, we doing it.
Check this out right here. What that say? August 6, 2021. August 6, 2021. This nigga, hold on. This nigga went pro 2021 debut February 27th.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, Keyshawn, my boy. My
He got
boy.
he tripping, man.
My boy. You was supposed to go in there and whoop that boy ass.
Yeah. But it's the top ranked commentators that's saying different. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta expose.
See, they all got that brotherhood
Yeah.
too. Keyshawn Davis. And you know he be getting mad when they bring
Yeah.
up Andy Cruz. He can't take that shit.
'Cause, bro, he whooped your ass 4 times, and the last time you was a pro, nigga. Fact. You know? And it's just crazy, man. I don't know, man.
You don't think none of those was robberies though?
Nah. Nah, because in boxing general, the rules to boxing, the person that lands the most punches is the person that wins. I don't give a fuck if you drop me 2 times. If I landed more punches than you, if I got up and still, or let's say you drop me, right? The round start, you drop me, but I get up. It's still 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, and I beat you and outland you. I won that round, even that you dropped me, because I can come back and win a round. That's why a lot of people ain't understand when prime time fought Ryu, when people seen Ryu dropped him. But when you're looking at the person that's landing the more shots, the person that's landing more was prime time. But people like, oh, he robbed him because he dropped him. No, nigga, he won the round. He got back up and out fought the nigga, outboxed him. And that's what they don't do in boxing no more. Laura beat Canelo. Laura outlanded Canelo. Got robbed. And this is a fact. You can watch every fighter. I'll tell you, the person that throw the most punches is going to land the most punches, and the person that land the most punches win the fight. But they don't do that no more, bro. It's robberies all day. It's robberies in boxing. Robberies all day in boxing, bro. And that's fucked up. And that's what they got to fix. That's what they got to fix. Go back to the truth. Go back to the facts, because the fighters know the when we watching fighters, right, and we watching what's being thrown, we like, yeah, yo, this nigga throwing a lot of punches, and he's landing a lot of punches. Then when cop you box come on, the robbery, you like, yo, what the fuck? That you mean he landed one punch? Bitch, we just watched this nigga throw 50 punches and landed 30. How the fuck you mean he landed one? The
Right.
robbery,
Facts.
robbery, man,
Listen,
that shit.
hey, check me out. Hey, I'm about to get out of here in a sec. Get out of here. These two fights I would like to see from Boots. One or the other could be the next one, even if it's not Virgil. Cause I heard y'all was saying Virgil might be duck sauce. So I gotta go look. I gotta go look that shit up. You know what I'm
You
saying?
doing
But listen,
Virgil?
I wanna see Boots and Brandon Adams,
Yeah,
or I see Boots and Brian Mendoza.
they two good fights. But me
Both of them.
personally, the two fighters you name, I like Brian. I like both of them niggas. I love Brian Mendoza. Both of them niggas, they should get a title shot and fight Bachram right now. Give them their title shot, bro. Cause if Boachuk would have beat Brandon Adams, y'all would have gave him the fucking Bachram fight.
That's a fact.
Give them those Brian Mendoza beat the shit out of Fedora. We seen that. Give him a title shot, man. PBC, y'all got him. They PBC fight. Give them niggas title shots, especially Brandon Adams. Give him that. He deserved that. He deserved that. Y'all rob Boots for that opportunity. Give it to them. Cause of Lubin bitch ass. So give them, man. Those two fights right there is two tough fights for him on a low. And I
Trying to
agree with
tell you, I've been thinking about that shit. I've been thinking about that. I was like, yo, and I
you.
can't even say like those is good fights. Like those is not no.
Cause
That's not
everybody
no.
else, those two fighters you name, and Charlo is Boots' toughest fights in that division. Everybody else cakewalk. Thurman, Thurman
Third,
gonna go 12.
I was about to
It's
say
gonna go
Thurman.
12. It can go 12 because we seen what Pacquiao did to him. So if Pacquiao can do that to you, and you standing with a nigga that's super duper strong, I'm telling y'all, yo, this nigga is the Roy Jones of this era, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Roy Jones, we used to chase chickens. This nigga, yo, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm not saying this nigga could have been from Mexico, and I'm gonna say the same shit about this nigga. You feel me? I know a phenom, a good fighter when I see one, bro. And he got that talent. He's gifted. He's gifted. You know. The next Mexican fighter y'all trying to find, y'all got him in David Benavidez. He's the one. You feel me?
Facts.
You let Canelo go, it's
A
David
lot of people
Benavidez.
don't even know David Benavidez is Dominican too.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Damn, you just damn. But
Yeah.
breaking news. Breaking news. I'm
Word.
breaking this later. This going in a short. Yeah, but
Word. His
Brian
mom peoples.
McDonald,
His
nice.
mom peoples.
Okay.
Matter of fact, hold on. I fuck around and think. Let me
Dang.
see.
Okay. But yeah, that's the one, man. That's the one, man. He's the one that people need to rally behind, which they already do and does, but he's the one, man.
I think it's his mom's dad, so she
Okay.
half Dominican.
Okay.
So that would make him what 25% Dominican, some shit like
Yeah,
that.
I can feel like that. Yeah, but y'all, we gonna catch y'all later. We up and out of here. My
Word
host right there, my co-host NY. We gonna always come cook. The Danny fight tonight. So
already.
I don't know if should I come. I'm gonna come back live. I'll probably do it tonight and watch the fight. Do it on the fight. We probably live broadcast it. You know,
Word.
hopefully,
Got
I'm
Danny
gonna
by
hit low,
KO. Danny by KO.
and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit low up, and because I know Low gonna be there. I think my man shooting there too. He called me when I was on live. I'm gonna call him and see what's up. Cause he said he was going over there to hate on.
Wow. Nigga
My man said,
crazy.
"Yo, I'm gonna go up there to hate on that nigga."
Damn, Zay.
Jay, I'm gonna pop up late. I'm gonna pop up later on and do the Danny joint. I'll probably pop up like 8, 9 o'clock and shit. Cause I'm gonna hit my man up because I know he was going up there. He said he going up there. I said, nigga, you crazy. He said, man, fuck that nigga. I
What?
said, nigga, every day. Yeah, I mean, I'm a grind angel up while I'm up there. I started cracking the fuck up. I said, bro, you crazy. But yeah, I'm
Wow.
gonna might do live commentary on that fight. But Zay, I'm gonna pull up, man. Pull up. You know what I mean? But NY, thanks for popping up. We gonna cook. We pop
You
up
already
later.
know, Brody. I'm gonna hit you, bro. Love, bro.
Hit
You
me. You
already
already know
know.
one
I'm
love.
gonna
We
holla
out
at
of here.
y'all.
All right, yo, we out of here. Dollar. Zay, pull up later, Zay.